It's Don Rumer from Sonoran, Mystic Tarot, and Susan Grayson, and we're live here to give you free readings. So if you have a general or a specific question, let us know and we'll get started. How are you doing, Don?
I am doing very, very well.
Good. Very, very well. Not just well, but very, very well. And
I noticed my camera changed. What the hell? Look at that. See, I moved my camera. Wrong camera. I'm like, what did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we have a bunch of people coming up here. Let's see. Who shall we start with, Bill? Bill's over there with the controls having a happy time, doing a happy dance.
I still have
the old information out.
Okay, well, that's okay. That's okay. Just
I don't
go back and then go forward again. Okay, Dawn, how's your week going? What's new?
The week is good. The week has been good so far. Of course, it was, and I didn't do much, but at least I did some things. So
I lost you.
Yeah, I intended to lose because I needed to change my camera.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. At least I've got you up on.
Okay.
Yeah, my webcam. It's funny, my webcam is not working.
To do that, it works on that, but it doesn't work on this.
So don't worry. Just Okay, Dawn. I want you to
But you can still hit until I get the camera.
I see you at A.
Hey.
I don't know what happened to you.
It just go ahead. I'm trying to figure out the camera issue, but the good thing is I can see you guys, so let's just keep going, and I'll get it figured out.
Okay. So I'm trying to fix Bill's phone. This is very complicated. People think it's so easy. It's easy doing readings. It's hard doing technology.
Exactly. The readings are nothing compared to
the technology.
So the page.
Anyway.
Happy birthday.
Your week is going well. And so I think this is okay here.
Okay.
Okay. So who do we have up first?
I think Dune came in first. D-U-N-E. Dune came in first.
Dune. Okay. Let's do a reading for Dune. Okay.
And the question they had was, I sent my ebook to Amazon. Will it be a success?
Okay. Their ebook. Okay. Dune has put her ebook out with Amazon. You know, it's not that it's not going to be successful, but you're going to want to make some changes. It's there's some things that you're not as happy with as you were originally, and so you may feel like things have to change, and I think it's going to change big. And when you redo it, it'll be better. I don't know. I just have a feeling like
some edits or something.
Redo the whole thing.
So you think there's going to be some edits necessary?
Yeah, I feel like some editing is necessary. And don't look back, because this is all an experience you're having, but there's some changes that have to be made that you're not happy with. But when you redo it, do it because you enjoy doing this. Don't do it because, you want to make money, or, you feel like this is really necessary. They said they changed their name. That's probably a good thing. But you're going to change a lot of things about this. And then when you redo it, you're going to be a lot happier about it. I don't know. What are you getting, Dawn? For Dune?
I can't get rid of the chats from the last thing. I don't know how to do it.
On Facebook or what?
No. Right here on YouTube.
No, I think that Dune just I'm really not getting much of anything when it comes to the book. Yeah, I'm not getting any energy, so I don't know what that might mean.
I think they're gonna change the whole thing. They're gonna redo it because they're not happy with it.
Yeah. Did you have it in Facebook? Not in Facebook. Sorry, in Amazon. Dune. do they review it first as well to make sure that it's something that you'd want to publish? Because again, if Susan's picking up the energy, there may be something again, a snag along the way. It sounds like that's going to again, which may be a good thing for you. I don't know. So I don't know. So other than that, I really don't have anything else for him, Susan.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just seeing a lot of changes, and then you'll be happy with it. It's like, let it go and redo it, and then you'll be happy, because I don't feel like you're going to be happy the way things are going right now. Okay, who do we have next?
These lists are super.
Tammy Doel. They've been having a lot of, okay, Dune, I don't know what to change. It's like redoing the whole thing, or doing it a whole different way, different manner. It's not even so much that they accepted it. It's like, you're not going to be happy with it.
Yeah. Angie added that Amazon, she did it through Amazon, and she self-published, and it's a lot of work. And also do your own advertising. Keep that in mind. Again, do your own advertising.
Yeah, you have to find a way to promote yourself. Yeah. Mine should be finished editing any day now.
Yeah, we keep hearing it.
I know. Oh, well. It's going to be something else. Okay.
So you use the professional ghost. So they actually
writer.
They wrote it, and then you went through and added, or you gave them information. How did the ghost? And this is not psychic. I'm just kind of curious. How did the ghostwriting process work? How does that work? How did it work for you? Because I'm kind of curious about it.
It can be quite expensive too, because it looks like they worked really, really hard on this book, and then they had the ghostwriting. You've got to find a way to have peace about this. This is the most important thing. Whatever you've done, you've got to find a way to resolve this, so you're feeling at peace and happy.
I see. So the ghostwriter asked you a lot of questions, a lot of feedback, and back and forth, and then eventually they had a product they gave to you, you read it, you edited it where you think you needed more information, and then they finalized it, and then you sent it. Is that the process? Is that how I understand it? I see. Then they wrote it after the questions, and then you reviewed it, and then you edited it, putting more of your own stamp on it? Or when they came back, was that just the final deal?
Dune.
Okay, cool.
Happy birthday. I'm just curious. I love the whole concept.
I feel like
amazing.
They're going to make all big changes. I mean, this isn't working the way they wanted it, so they have to make some necessary changes for themselves. And I don't think anybody else can do it for them. They need to do it.
Yeah. Interesting. They translated it to English. She changed her name and then translated it to English. I wonder if some of the translation maybe where the
may have been yeah. Wow. Huh. Want to be anonymous? Well, I don't know.
Sometimes that's a double-edged sword. Sometimes anonymous is wonderful, but sometimes you miss a marketing opportunity because you miss the people whom you know who can be your biggest cheerleader. So there's a double-edged sword there.
I mean, when I wrote my book, I wrote a lot of things that maybe people aren't happy about or disagree with, but I had to do it my way.
Yep.
And I think you should do it. You shouldn't compromise just to try to sell it.
Yeah, because it's your book. Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the English translation was not 100% perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would really go over it and feel like if you feel a sense of peace and happiness with it, fine. If you don't, you're going to have to change it. So, yeah.
Richie says finances, graduate school reading. Damn, Richie, how much time do you think we have, buddy? Every time you lost your mind. Everybody
do you want to do Richie and then I'll do Richie?
Not a multiple question. I mean, come on.
Let's just tell Richie what he needs to know right now.
Hold on a second, though. Dune, you said you paid $4,000 8 years ago, and they just got the book again? Or you've had the book on the shelf for a while. I mean, how 4,008 years ago is a long time ago to have a book sitting somewhere. Happy birthday. Did you publish it in another language and then now goes changing it to fit English and republishing it? Is that what you're kind of doing here? Because again, I'm confused.
I'm confused too. That's a lot of money 8 years ago.
It was saved on an MU email. But for 8 years? Or did it take that long?
Maybe it is time to redo it. 8 years is kind of like obsolete.
Yeah, definitely, especially with technology. If you're writing any book and you're writing it for this time frame, the technology 8 years ago to today, I mean, you would have cell phones that back then were not as prevalent. You would have WhatsApp. You would have cryptocurrencies, all those things. So Sage Publishing would have done it all for about 4,000. Interesting. So Sage is a publishing house, Angie, like a self-publishers or something?
It was Swedish and translated into English.
I see.
Did you talk to Richie yet?
Interesting.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you may have to make some major changes. See what makes you happy and at peace, and then go from there.
Yeah. You know, we should do something eventually. Susan, you and Angie, if you guys are amenable to it, you guys should have do an interview. Like I interview both of you on the process of both of you having written your books, how you did it, the pitfalls, all those things, and so people, because a lot of people want to write books, but they don't know the process or how to even get started. The both of you have been down that road before, so it'd be nice to interview you both, do like an interview, and then put that on each of our pages, so where people can go to it if they're looking at actually trying to understand how to do this. You guys have the experience. That would be great.
Well, I haven't passed the first process first yet. I publish it first because, well,
And you said there are places that will edit, advertise, create a cover, and get it aligned virtually for you. Nice. Cool. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that interview so you guys can share this information and help people to navigate their way through. You know, that would be great.
Okay, can we move
Next in
on?
line.
Yeah, Richie's next. Okay, Richie's been patient. Okay,
Yes.
Richie, let's see what we can tell you. General reading. Okay, Richie, time to walk away. And you've got choices to make on relationships. There's two people presented to you, and you've got to figure out which person is going to make you the happiest, give you peace of mind, help you make and create all your dreams come true. Walk away from the past. Walk away from all that emotional trauma that you've experienced. And about 6 more months, I feel like you're going to be in a better place, and it's going to work out. And it's like I said, this is a year where we need to find ourselves. We need to find our answers within, and then it makes it easier to go outside of ourselves. But we have to work on our inner self first, and choices to make, and feel the one that resonates within you. And that's a choice to make. That's Richie. I don't know where he is.
What was his question?
He just had a general reading as far as I could see.
Oh, he had a list of half a mile.
Oh, he's the one that had a whole book of questions.
Yeah, but he put general and then, you know.
I just gave him a general. Yeah. Thank you, Richie.
The only thing I could add to that for Richie is just don't be mindful. Be mindful. This is a better way to put it. Be mindful of your budgetary requirements and be mindful of what's going out, because I'm seeing a situation where more is going out than coming in. Not a healthy situation. And those credit cards, that's not what they're there for. So Richie, make sure that you are being cognizant of what you're spending.
Who's next,
and do
Tim?
not get yourself
Well, I
into
mean,
debt, okay? Because
you
again,
and
that's my concern.
anything on
for
my
you,
job.
debt, All right.
Okay.
Bonnie Kaminsky.
Okay, next is Bonnie, and she wants to know about her job. And we're not ignoring you guys. We're just doing our best to get through the list here.
Is there a specific question about her job? Is she asking about a job?
Just wants
Period,
to know
or-
about her job. She's a very good worker. She's very professional. People admire her work. There's going to be a lot of success. You feel this is really interesting. You've got two cards with twos on them. So I feel like you need to think about things before you make this decision, and don't make this decision for 3 months. In 3 months, you're going to make a good decision. There's going to be victory. You're very good at your job. Don't worry about it. Do the best you can and realize this is the best. So it's good. It's all good. You're going to have victory this year. But don't rush to make the decision for 3 months. If they're offering you a new position or whatever, give it time. Don't rush and say, okay, I'll tell you tomorrow. No, give it 3 months. In 3 months' time, you will make the right decision. But it looks good.
I have nothing else to add. I think you're right on target.
That was Bonnie. Okay. Who's next, Bill?
Well, tell Billy Joe that you didn't lose him, and Abraham is next.
Abraham is next. Billy Joe, we haven't lost you, so just hang in there. We're going to do Abraham. Does he have any specific question?
No, just general.
Just a general question, just a general answer for Abraham. Okay. Abraham. Waiting and waiting and waiting. You feel stuck. You feel like everything in your life is on hold. And what they're saying to me to tell you is to really appreciate what you have. Appreciate all that you've acquired in life, your knowledge, the material things, everything. You've got a beautiful foundation. And even though things are going a little slow, it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up momentum, and it's going to pick up in about 2 more months. You're going to see things get a little easier, and there is money coming to you. And that's going to come in about springtime is going to be almost magical. So all this waiting is going to pay off. So hang in there. You've got a great life. You've got a great foundation. So, okay. That was, who was that for?
Abraham.
That was for Abraham?
Yeah.
Well, that was Abraham, Dawn. Do you have anything to say to Abraham? No. Okay. Dawn's having some issues. They're cleaning his house. Okay. Who's next?
Billy Joe.
Okay.
Say hi to Dale.
Oh, I just lost something. Okay. Hi, Dale. Good to see you. Dale's my good friend. Barbara's my good friend, and her husband is Dale, and they are super people. They are the best, and I love them. They live in Albuquerque. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is who again?
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. Okay, Billy Joe. I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much. Okay, Billy Joe, let's see what's happening. What do you need to know? I feel like this is a special year for you. Oh, wow. Billy Joe, there is going to be a lot of traveling this year for you. You're going to travel to see loved ones and friends. This is very important to you. If you had a really tough year last year where you were feeling kind of down and maybe physically not up to par, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff, put it behind you, because I feel like you're going through a healing right now, and you're going to start feeling better, and you've got a new feelings of love about yourself, love about other people, love about your friends and your family. It's going to be a great year, and I want you to take the trips that you're craving to take, and do this. People are important to you, and you're a good friend, and you deserve so many good things in life, and they're coming to you, girlfriend. They're coming, Billy Joe. So just enjoy your life this year. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. Who's next?
I have a question for Billy Joe.
Okay.
It seems like it's interesting because I've read Billy Joe has a lot of spirits around her. Billy Joe, I mean, you seems like you've lost a number of people. And I remember, I think if I'm not mistaken, a father had passed. And so I remember that one. And so and again, I don't remember often, but that one in my head. But then that's not what I'm asking here. What I'm sensing is a child. Did you lose a child, or did you lose a niece or a nephew? Because I'm getting a child energy. And I'm not, and again, it didn't come in until Susan called you. And so I'm getting, again, a child energy that's here, and it must be for you. And again, folks, if it's not for her, it could be for somebody else. Child energy here, is it a girl or a daughter? Because again, I'm getting a young girl energy here.
I don't know.
And she's the sweetest thing. I see that she has kind of like dark hair, but it's like a full head of hair, a dark full head of hair. It's funny because she has this like funny quirky smile, and when she smiles, she lights up, and she had all this energy. So Billy Joe, did you lose a daughter, or again a niece or a nephew? Because this child is very close to you, and it is biological.
She lost a daughter that was 9.
Okay, she's here.
Oh.
She's here. And she had dark hair, wavy dark hair, full head of hair. Because she's showing me again a full dark head, just a full head of hair. Was she biracial, Billy Joe? Because I'm getting kind of like again kind of the hair reminds me of a biracial child. It's just a full head of hair, but it's like the way it's styled. Was she biracial by chance? Not that it makes a difference, but I'm trying
very
to
sweet,
explain
nice,
the hair.
and kind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful.
No. Don't go there. Don't go there with the driving.
No. Things happen.
Things happen. It was her time to go. It was her time. So don't own that. Okay. She was biracial. Okay, yeah, because I was seeing the hair and
good,
I was seeing the hair.
You're awesome.
Yeah. So is this? Are we at a? Okay? One of two things, because again, she's coming in to let me know she loves you, but at the same time, is it like an anniversary of the passing, or is there a celebration of maybe her birthday or something like that? Or because again, sometimes they come in for significant times. Or Billy Joe, are you going through something rough, and she's coming in to let you know that you're not alone, that Mama, she's there for you. That kind of feeling, like Mama, I'm here. So is it because I don't see a significance of it being like anniversary so much. I feel like you're in need of her. You need to feel her love, and you need to feel like her around you. So you called her in. You called her in, Billy Joe. That's why you're here. She was meant. One of you called each other in. I'll put it that way. I don't know if you being here called her in, or she up on April 12th. Okay. Yeah. No, this isn't. So this is an anniversary. This is not an anniversary thing. So no, Billy Joe, you must be going through something right now. And again, you must be going through something heavy, because she's coming in for you, and she's coming in to make you know that you're not alone, and that she is there. And again, there's no grudge here. She doesn't blame you. You don't get any blame. You don't get any fault. She doesn't hold any negative issues. She loves you. She absolutely loves you. And so know that she's here for you. Okay. And talk to her. She's like, Mama, talk to me, Mama. I don't know if she called you Mama, but she's telling me, Mama, talk to me. So make sure that you're having verbal conversations with her, Billy. Don't ignore her. I'm not saying don't ignore her. Don't think that she can read your mind. That's not the way spirit works. This isn't Hollywood. Okay, speak to her. And I'm telling you, she's there, and you'll know her. You'll know her. Do you ever feel, it's funny because I get that, it's funny because she's showing me that you're sitting in like a chair, a dining room kind of chair, and she comes up and she hugs you. Do you ever feel like this compression on your chest, because she's showing me right now. She's here and she's doing that, and so she's showing me where she comes up and she just like does this around the chair like this to you. I mean, it's just amazing this feeling I'm getting. This child had so much has so much love for you. Not has
And
so
I
much
hear
love for
I
you.
hear her daughter laughing a lot. She's
Yes,
got a great
yes,
laugh. She's a very
yes.
happy child, so she's okay. You have to be at peace about this. She's
Absolutely.
around
And
you.
it's
She
funny
loves
because
you. She's in a good place.
yes, yes. And it's funny because she has this chuckle about her too. It's like a little, like little chuckle. I
Yeah,
can't remember. I
yeah,
can't reproduce it, but there's a chuckle, like a little kind of like when she's playful, a playful chuckle that is wonderful. So Billy, know that she's there with you. Speak to her, please. When you feel that compression, know that that's her and she's giving you the love. But it's interesting. She doesn't come love you from the front. She's showing me that she wraps her hands around you from behind, and especially in a chair because she wasn't tall enough to be there, but in the chair she would do this, and I'm loving it. I just she's wonderful. She's wonderful. So
yeah.
go and again, don't blame yourself. The timing, the situation led to it, but I'm telling you this, her passing probably would have happened one way or the other. Her time was finite and her time was ended.
And the reason she came into your life, Billy Joe, was to teach you about love and to teach you to laugh, teach you about joy. This is her message to you.
Amen. Amen.
So,
Thank you for sharing her energy with us, by the way. I
thank
appreciate
you.
that so much.
Who's next,
Wow.
Bill?
Tell Laura Johnson that you've got him, but Stephanie McCary.
Stephanie's next. Stephanie McCary is next. Okay, I don't see her, but she's there somewhere. Okay, Stephanie, let's see what we got for you.
Before you go on, one more thing, Billy. No, she's telling me no, that's not her in bed at night. That's not her in bed. She gives you she gives you the hugs. That energy in bed is not her. So to answer your question, no, she's saying that's not her.
Okay, so what I'm getting for Stephanie, Bill, Stephanie?
Yes.
Okay, Stephanie, what I got for you was you can have the happy life that you dream of, that you can have everything you want in this lifetime, but you have to feel like you're worthy of it. You have a lot of fears, and sometimes they seem to interfere with your life and your happiness. So it's a wake-up call to trust that Spirit has the best for you. God put you here to enjoy your life, to learn, to grow, to be with people. Maybe some of these people you've been with before, but you can have it all in this lifetime. And you've got to fight these fears that you're not worthy, because you are worthy and deserve to be happy in this lifetime. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay.
What was Stephanie's question? I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
She didn't have a specific question, did
Okay.
she?
No.
No, just a general.
Kind of a general? Okay. Stephanie, man, as soon as I heard the general, I'm getting a lot of pressure. What the hell? What pressure is on you? Because I'm getting a lot of anxiety. What is it you're feeling, and is it yours? Don't own this. I'm feeling you're taking on some people's drama that you don't need to. Again, I'm feeling that pressure right here, and it is uncomfortable. But when I feel that pressure, often it comes from anxiety based on external influences. And Stephanie, back away. Get away from the edge. This is not your drama. This is not your stuff. Don't hold on to it. You got to let it go. You can't carry that torch for everybody else. You got to take care of yourself. So Stephanie, release and let go of this stuff. You just got out of ICU. I'm not surprised, Stephanie, because you're physically manifesting all the stuff that you're taking in from everybody else. You gotta let them take care of their dramas and stuff. It is having a physical manifestation upon you. So
if you attract negative, if you think negative, you're attracted. If you think positive, you're going to attract that. So stay positive and be hopeful.
It's even worse. It's like the people come and they dump the stuff on her. They come and they want to dump their drama, or they want to dump their stuff, and then they leave happy. And then Stephanie's carrying the drama with her, and then it eats her alive. And then sometimes she resents it, but she doesn't tell them because she's too nice. And she's like, I'm not going to tell them that they're, I'll just listen. And it's like, you don't just listen. You don't You're not capable right now of just listening. You can't help but absorb it and then want to be fixing everybody's stuff. Stephanie, you can't be the fixer. You got to let it go because it is getting into your body and it's taking an emotional and a physical toll on you. And if you are not careful, you are going to have this manifest in even more serious ways. So please tell people, back off for now. If they're bringing stuff to you, say, I don't want it. Don't bring it at my door. If you're coming in my door, bring, and like Susan said very clearly, bring in the positive energy. If you're going to come across my threshold, bring in the positive energy or keep your butt out because I do not have it in me right now to be dealing with all this mess. Okay?
We have to set our boundaries, Dawn. We have to set our boundaries.
Bingo. Stephanie, I would also strongly suggest you do this. And everybody consider doing this. I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm asking you to consider doing this. When you get home this evening, if you are not at home, if you are already at home, then do it now. Go into your pantry. You have two things, or even three things that you can use. First and foremost, get your salt. Go to your front door, and then outside of your front door on that threshold, pour that salt. And who cares if you're wasting it? It's not a waste, I promise you. Cross your front threshold, and if you have a back door, do the same thing. You need to make sure that you're sending the notice that energy is coming in, no negative energy is coming in my door. That salt is going to block it. You want that salt to stop that negative energy from crossing that threshold.
And sometimes it helps to put a perimeter of salt around your property.
Absolutely. Well, if you have enough salt, definitely go around the house, do the whole thing. And do that like every month or whatever. You
don't have to take on other people's issues. You've got your own issues. That's their issues. Don't take that on.
Yeah. But again, I'm helping you also to change the energy in your home while we're doing this. The next thing I would suggest you to do is get your cinnamon out. And ground cinnamon is best in this situation for what I'm getting ready to tell you. Go to your front door, open the front door at the first of the month, in your hand, in your palm, some cinnamon, and blow it into the door. Energy and abundance. So you're blowing in. The cinnamon is all about abundance and great energy. So again, the first of the month, blow. Every month I would do the salt, the same thing then. Do the same thing as a ritual. If that does not work for you, another thing you can do, take the salt and the cinnamon, boil it until you see the salt dissolve, put it in a spray bottle, one of the bottles like this with a spray thing on it, and spray it around the front door, and spray it around the back door, and spray it along the thing, and have that spray sitting there that every month you can do the same thing. But as you do that, again, you are building up a barrier for negative. You are also saying, hey, abundance, come in. So the cinnamon welcomes in the good and the abundance and the good health. The salt says anything negative, this is your barrier. You're not coming in. Only the good will pass. Do these things, and you will be amazed at the energy shift that comes from that. And that, of course, if you do the smudging at the same time, that's wonderful. And if you burn some Palo Santo to raise that energy level in your house, you will feel like you're in a new place. It's better than painting. Yeah. Don't paint the wall.
And there's all kinds of things you can do. You can use the smudge stick, like you say. It's sage. It's usually white sage. You burn it and you smudge it. You smudge your whole house. You can take an incense like dragon's blood or something and put that around. Palo Santo is very good. I make my own blessing water. You can make your own blessing water, bless it, and then spray your whole house. This will just lift you up, and it will put your house and yourself in a good place. Don't think evil. Don't think negative. You are made of love, and stay in love.
Yeah, and one more thing is that sometimes, even if you don't believe in what I'm saying, even if you don't believe it will happen, by the act of doing something positive and forward, doing an activity that moves the ball forward is enough to sometimes change the energy. So even if you don't want to believe what I'm saying, if the act of doing itself can create that synergy that creates that movement forward. So no matter what, give it a try. And you know how much it costs you? It costs you less than $1, because the salt, I can get a whole big thing like this of salt at the dollar store. I can get a whole big thing of cinnamon at the dollar store. So my $2, what's it going to cost me? $2. What's it going to do for me? It could bring you $2 billion. Who knows? But it could also, and I'll make you another statement that is very clear, and I'll dare you to tell me it's not right. Making a choice to do nothing is still making a choice. If you do nothing,
Right.
you've made a choice not to make a change. If things are not great right now, then what are you waiting for? Do something to try to make a change. If it doesn't work out the first time, then try something different. But again, if you choose to do nothing, that is still a choice. And you have no one to blame but yourself. And that's like the people that come on here. Sorry, Susan, I got to rant a little bit more, but this is what I'm saying. You come on here and you're like, I want people who come on here and they're like, I want you to tell me, give me an idea, give me some direction. Don't ask for direction if you're not going to move your feet. If you're not willing to move your feet, don't ask me to
You
give
have
you
to
direction.
take action.
Absolutely. And for those people who come on and they'll say, I want to know this, this, and this, and you tell them and they're like, no, it's not that, it's this. And you're like, you came on to me. I didn't come to your house. I didn't find you. So if you come to me to ask for something and then I give you some information, if you don't want to use it, then go away quietly and we're good. But if you're going to sit there and argue with me because you don't agree
Right.
with what I'm telling you is coming, then you have two options. Ignore what I said, but thank me for doing it because I put my time out there. Or listen, follow, and say, I'm going to ensure it doesn't happen by making a change. Well, that's wonderful too. And I am always glad if I give a negative situation or a negative advice, I am glad when I'm wrong. I will be the first person to join you in celebration that I'm wrong because I don't want bad things to happen to anyone. But if you ask me what's happening and I see it, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, don't ask that question.
And I have to add one more thing. Be aware of your thoughts and what you're saying. They have energy. So think, if you're thinking something negative, turn it around, on it. Turn it around to something positive. If you say something, think about what you said. If it's not the right thing, turn it around. Say the right thing so that you are in a good place. You are responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for the life you live. There. Okay.
Amen. Sorry, folks. These things, I mean, these things are very real for Susan and I. I mean, and Angie and Shauna and Pam and everybody else, we live this. And so for you guys, it's interesting because you can sit there and say, well, maybe, and that's wonderful. We're not dictating to you. But again, when you ask the questions, be prepared for the answers. And if you don't like what you hear, that's fine. You can just move away and be happy. But at the same time, some of what we're telling you is tried and true. When it comes to some of the stuff we're getting, Spirit is talking clearly to you. I mean, how else? I mean, and I'll go back to Billie Joe Ellis. Billie Joe Ellis was determined today to get a reading. She came into our earlier reading, and I mentioned go to the next one because we'll be there and we'll be over there, right? And Billie Joe did, and she then was pushy. Well, there's a reason why, because whether you believe in it or not, Billie Joe's daughter had the conversation because Billie Joe's daughter was here, and she's like, Mama, I need to talk today. And Billie Joe felt that sense. She didn't know why she felt the sense of urgency to be having a conversation with us today, but guess what? It paid off because she listened into understanding, feeling that need to have this conversation. So again, you don't have to necessarily believe. You don't have to do whatever. But the good part is if you hear it, be respectful when you get it, and then whatever you do with it, that's on you.
And we want everybody to have a good life. We want you to have a fulfilling life. You chose to come here, so enjoy it.
And I want you all to get rich. You can send me. You can send us some money on the. Say, hey, thanks for the readings. We're going to give you tons of money. So
right.
Have Oprah pick us up.
Okay, who's next, Bill?
Loriah Johnson, and she wants to know about prosperity and music.
Okay, Loriah Johnson would like to know about prosperity and music. Are they connected, I wonder? Okay, prosperity and music. Okay, Loriah. She's been a good fan. She's been on our list. Okay, you have to make the decision where you want to go with this. This is saying your energy needs to be put where what you want, what you really desire in your life, because a wish is going to be fulfilled, but you need to kind of think about this. And it's like you're weighing things. You're not sure, do I go in this direction? Do I go in that direction? It says, Make up your mind and focus, and wherever you decide to put your time and energy and love and passion, that's where you're going to have your wish fulfilled. That's where your energy and everything will manifest for you. But you have to make up your mind and put it there. Focus on that. That was Lariah.
What was the question again?
Music and prosperity.
Music and prosperity?
Yeah.
Leora. Leora.
Lariah. Lariah?
Leora is what she said.
Leora.
But she wants a reading on music?
Well, she just said music and prosperity.
Okay. Just it's interesting because all I keep hearing is the song "Keep On Keeping On." So I think you're on the right direction. I think you're moving on. I think that's kind of what maybe Susan was mentioning. I don't know, but keep on keeping on. Don't surrender. Don't stop, and don't be deterred. Just keep on keeping on. And so I keep on keeping on.
Keep on moving.
You know, keep on keeping on. So it's like that's Last Night in the Pips. I mean, yeah, exactly. I love it. Yeah, go with that. Keep on keeping on. Don't be deterred.
Awesome.
Don't stop. Okay.
Who's next, Bill?
Keep on keeping on.
Shannon Denise, general reading.
Shannon Denise. She wants a general reading. She's one of my dear friends and very sweet. Let's see what's up for Shannon. Okay, Shannon. Let's see. Well, it looks like you're putting a lot to practice. It looks like you may be attending some workshops or some training. This is an apprenticeship card. But it's also saying, you're having some struggles with work because you are in a learning phase. But this is very interesting because work is in the physical world, and then we have the high priestess, which is in the spiritual world. So you're finding a great way to balance the two, the physical world, the spiritual world. And as you do that, you're going to have a lot of success. You're going to overcome these struggles, and there'll be good news by June. There. That was Shannon.
And hers was general too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Shannon, Shannon, I don't know your age. I don't know. Of course, we don't know much about. We don't know anything about most people we read for. But I'm seeing a precocious child. Were you the precocious child, or do you have one? Because I'm getting that one's plucking your nerves. If you're not,
two girls. She's got
sorry?
2 girls. She has 2 girls.
Okay, well, one's plucking her nerves. I'm getting the feeling one is really testing her patience, and all I can say is, hang in there. The things we do as parents, again, be patient. It's not coming from a negative place. That's not what the child. That's not the behavior. That's not the intent of the behavior. Okay, it's just, oh Lord have mercy. I'm just like you're plucking my last nerve. I can just keep hearing. So be patient, be loving. But one of them is really testing your patience. Know that it's also it's interesting because I think there's a miscommunication between the two of you, and part of that is at the heart of this. I don't know. There's like you can say a statement of "Isn't that lovely?" and she hears "Isn't that lovely?" It's like one of those things. You had the same conversation, but again, it's like you're not. You're not. One of you is not hearing what the other one's saying in the way it's being. And it's like, but it'll pass. Okay, be patient. It'll pass. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, who's next? Is Tammy on there?
Got to make the best of
Tammy.
bad situation.
Yeah, Tammy's up here and said thank you. I didn't know whether ask Tammy.
Okay.
She wants a reading.
Tammy, did you want a reading? I'm kind of confused here. Okay, I'm just going to pull a few cards for Tammy because I think she's been in line for a while, and she needs something. Okay, Tammy. Boy, we won't go in the past. The past is talking about issues and confrontations and broken hearts and disappointments and everything. But you've got some new ideas and a new way of thinking. So open up your mind. I want you to look positively ahead because you're coming into a very lucky time and it's going to commence right around late spring. And it's all because you're going to be open to these new things. You're going to be open to a new life, a new happiness, a new beginning. And that's what's going to bring you into a lucky time. And you deserve it, girlfriend. The past is gone. It's history. Let it go, as Don would say, because the new things are ready to come in. And it's because you are changing, you are being open, and you are loving yourself and you're loving your life. So keep that in mind, and you're going to see good things ahead. Thank you, Tammy, for waiting.
Tammy, are you do you bake or cook? Because I am getting the sensation, the smell of an amazing kind of dish that you make, and it's like it's more of a sweetie. I smell something sweet. So do you bake? Is it like a cake that you make that everybody loves that cake? And it's interesting because I can see that again. It's like I'm sensing this sweet, but it's a little savory too. So I'm a bit confused. Is it like again? Is it with cinnamon? There's something about it again like a thing. Get to bacon because some company's coming and you want to have whatever this is ready for the company. So yeah, are they here? Did they respond? People love your food. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting that. So again, somebody's
we want to come over and have a feast with you.
Yeah. Made chili yesterday, but yes, my fish is
yes, my fish is Indian. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So be prepared because so companies coming, and be prepared with the food. They love the food. So and the food is your way of showing people you love. You really take it personally when somebody doesn't like your food. I mean, you're like you don't show it so much, but it's like cutting you like with deeply. So you take pride in your food, and that's wonderful. But have something sweet ready because company's coming, and you want to serve them something. So it's like a little munchy thing, or again, it's a sweet, whatever it is, it's sweet. But I smell it, but I get the whiff of like spices and cinnamon,
like gingery. Do you get gingery smell?
Yeah. So be prepared. Company's coming. Have something ready.
Okay, we're ready.
Yes, absolutely.
She puts a lot of love in it. You can tell. Do you ever go into a restaurant and you get this food and it's just exquisite? It tastes wonderful. It's delicious. And then you go to the same restaurant again and maybe the food isn't so great. Well, maybe it's all energy. The chef, when you prepare a beautiful meal, it tastes good and it's flavorful. It's because the chef's in a good mood and he loves what he's doing.
Yeah.
You go into a restaurant and the chef's throwing the food around and in a bad mood, you're going to taste that. You're going to taste that energy.
I was in a restaurant the other day. It's called Wild Tiger, and it's a Thai restaurant on Central in Phoenix, and it has amazing food. And I've gone there so often. We used to go there once a week, actually, after the auction. We would go and have lunch, and it was always the Penang beef. I love Penang beef. And if anybody has a recipe, send me a recipe for Penang beef, Thai-style Penang beef. Again, advice at Sonoran. Oh, it's not here. I was going to say advice. Advice at SonoranMysticTarot.com. Send me a recipe for Penang beef. Anyway, but point to if you have one. But I order the same one, and the flavor is the same every time. And you know what? The chef, I don't even know who was there that day or whatever, but when I got the food, I was like, it was flat. Now, it had flavor, and it had spice, and it had the hit that you get in the back of the throat when you get that hit of the heat. But it just was like,
maybe you should have gone back and talked to that chef and say, what is your problem?
I wondered if there's different chef or whatever, which there usually isn't, but I did feel a difference. And again, everything was there. All the ingredients
but it
there,
just
but
lacked
like,
that, happy.
And I
feeling.
think that's what you're talking about. When you see that, you sense that, you just know it came from a happy chef. And so you get the
Yeah,
happy energy.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. Do we have Zoe next or Z or
Lovely, yeah, lovely. But Gia,
okay, who's
ZG
next?
Lovely is next.
Lovely is next.
Okay.
Lovely, lovely.
Ask Gia Khan if they need a reading.
Yeah, they asked for a reading. Okay, so who's next?
Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely is next. Lovely. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, lovely. You are a good friend, and there is a wedding coming up. Either it's your wedding or somebody else's, but this, if it's not a wedding, it's a celebration of some kind, and it's happening, and it's exciting, and it's going to happen. Maybe things are going to happen really fast. You're going to hear about this, wow, and then we're going to go, and we're going to have a good time, and there's some money coming that you're going to want to invest in something. I don't know if this is a business or helping somebody out, but this is something that you feel passionate about. And a lot of things are going to happen very quickly this year. You're going to be sitting still and all of a sudden, wow, you're going to be bombarded with everything. But these are good things. These are good things. So enjoy. It's kind of a rush, but it looks really good. Thank you. And thank you for waiting. Okay.
So who is this again?
This is
Lovely.
lovely.
Lovely. It's a lovely.
Lovely.
I love the name. Lovely is a lovely name.
Cute.
Wow. What is the right now? Right, I'm getting this confusion. Are you focused on too many things right now? Are you failing to focus on the things you have so much on your plate? Because I'm getting the feeling of focus, an issue of focus. It's like for some reason you've got distracted, or you have so much, or you just, again, your mind's wandering in so many places. Get back, focus on what is most important, and make sure you get those things done. The rest will fall in line. Again, focus is what I'm getting, and I feel like you have a lack of focus. That you have.
She said yes.
Again,
Yes.
yeah. So again, focus. Focus is the key in your reading. Make sure that you get back to the things that are most important, and the other things will work themselves out. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So focus. Focus is the key.
Okay. Next, honey.
Well, you're the one that said Z.
Okay, Z. Did she have anything specific? I don't think so.
Well, I didn't even see that she wanted a reading. Let me see.
Okay, Z.
Just general.
It looks like you've had a lot of choices to make recently. You've been doing some traveling, or you're thinking about doing some traveling, and maybe that's one of the choices you're going to be making. There's somebody you've really been concerned about their health, and I feel it's a male, and I don't know if this is a husband or a boyfriend or a son or somebody in the male, maybe even a father, but their health is getting better. So she's worried about her daughter's. That was lovely.
Yeah,
No,
lovely.
I'm talking about Z right now. Anyway, Z, you've got a lot of choices to make, but things are looking up. Things are going to get a lot better, especially for this one particular person you're concerned about. Their health is getting better. On love. Okay. Yeah. So just see things getting better. Things are getting a lot better for you, and money's not a problem. You know, it's just that you worry about your loved ones. Thank you. That was Z.
Okay. Z, I don't know if this is you or somebody else, but whoever it is, somebody please eat, because I'm hungry. My stomach has been growling, and I am not hungry at the moment, but my stomach is growling like I'm hungry. So whoever it is out there who is feeling these hunger pains, please put them to rest, because they are coming through clearly, and it's like driving me crazy. My stomach keeps growling, and yet I know I'm not hungry, though I always like to eat. But at the same time,
Don't we all?
Exactly. Whoever this belongs to, please put the stomach, the hunger to rest. Give yourself a snack or something, because it's like it is there it goes again. I'm like, damn, please stop with this. So anyway, so keep that in mind. Whoever this is, that's the only thing I have to say is I'm getting overwhelmed by this constant grumbling as being hungry, and I am not hungry. So again, somebody out there, get the snack, whatever. Stop watching and go get a snack or whatever you need to do, because it's like too much.
Z said she's a feeder.
A what?
She's a feeder. She likes to feed people.
Oh.
Like feeding everyone.
Oh, so she like, I see. I was like, I didn't know if that was like a new, I didn't know it was a fetish or what. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, there's cutters, there's whatever. And
Everybody's getting hungry listening to this conversation.
I'm telling you.
How do I get rid of the sentence across?
Get rid of what?
There's a sentence, an old reading that we did.
Bill has to click on that thing in his list. Because
Bill has to.
So once if you find it, it's highlighted, and then
hide.
Hit the word hide, and it'll go away.
Click on it and hide it. Okay, perfect. You did it. All right. You're amazing, Don. You seem to get your messages across. Okay, who's next?
Well, ask Sherry Fagan if she wants a reading. She just said hello, but
Sherry Fagan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's pull some cards for Sherry. Okay, Sherry, let's see what you got here. She's worried about money. She's very concerned. She worries about money. She worries about her financial stability, that whole thing. And don't worry, the money's here. It's coming. You're in a good place. You're in a good place. You have a way of manifesting money, so don't worry. Probably because it's number one on your priority list here, but it's fine. It's all good. Do you have anything to tell Sherry? No spirits hanging around her?
No spirits.
Okay, who's next?
We don't have anybody.
Sorry.
Okay, Tammy. Okay,
I don't have a soul.
let's see. Do you have anybody on your end? I'm confused here.
I don't have any on either list. I just checked them.
Okay.
You did Shelley? Did you do Shelley?
What do you have to tell us about this new year, Dawn? What's going on? What are we expecting?
If you're a Scorpio, this is going to be an amazing year for you, by the way. Scorpio energy that I'm getting. I'm a Scorpion, and so Scorpio energy I'm getting after March. Get ready for the rocket. Buckle up, baby. It's going to be crazy. This cycle for us, we're coming out of a period of time where the planets have not lined as well as they could have, and so this is going to be an awakening year. So I'm telling you, after March, you need to have everything lined up, Scorpions. Again, this is only Scorpio. Everything lined up, because when after March, the rocket is taken off, and if you haven't prepared properly, you're not going to maximize your obligations and potential. So again, Scorpions, this is what I have for them. This is the energy, because I've been working on some things to send out to people, but that's going to be the sign to watch this year. Don't be surprised if every time you're seeing amazing things that's used.
Well, Don, since we know you're a Scorpio, do you have all your ducks in a row?
Hell no.
Are you going to be ready by March?
I am, because you know what? I woke up after doing some meditation on this and connecting and realizing, wow, what's ahead. I'm like, you know what? I woke up this past week and I told myself, you know what? This is it. And so I have now with this epiphany, I'm putting overtime in to make sure that my things are put in a row, and that will happen. Don't be surprised by March if you even see a different kind of image with all the live stuff, because again, it's all going to come through. So yeah, I'm following my own advice, but I started early. Again, I'm starting early now, so when March comes, I'll have it in place, and that's what I'm warning everybody here. If you are a Scorpion specifically, make sure that you put things in place and make sure that your desk is clean by the time March comes, because if you have all your ducks in a row, if you're looking at starting a business, get everything and get everything ready, to make sure that you're ready to pull that trigger. If you are looking at a new project, make sure you have everything in order. If you're looking at, if you want a relationship, now is not the time. Again, make sure you have everything, make sure you're healthy and healed emotionally, physically, and everything else by March, because again, that's the key, that's the trigger date. So again, I am imploring Scorpions, do not take this loosely. I truly believe this. And when you, and in April or May, when you come back and you're like, damn, I missed my opportunity, I'm gonna say, told you so, told you so, told you so, told you so, told you so.
Okay, we have to say hello to our Tina. We love you, Tina.
Hey,
Hi, Tina. Okay, so Bisaka Tripathi also wants a love reading. Bisaka. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Bisaka wants a love reading. Okay, Bisaka, let's see what's going on here. Is there love in your life? Is there love in your future? Let's see here. I don't know. This is all about money. It doesn't say anything about love. You stress about love. You worry about love, but everything's about money here. You got money coming to you. You worry about money. You hold on to it, but the money's there. So I can't tell you about love because they will not tell me. And I've even picked some more cards, but it's all about money. So maybe you need to figure out where your energy and your thoughts are. If it's all about money, it's not going to be on love. Maybe talk to your loved ones on the other side or spirit and ask, hey, I would like to make room for a loved one, and ask them to bring somebody special in that will be what you need and you want. Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we just have to ask for a little help on the other side. But this is really saying your money and your concentration is really about making money, and you worry too much. So I don't know what to tell you about love. It's just not in the cards. It might be out there, but it's not in the cards. What do you have to say, Don?
Who are we reading again? I'm sorry.
This is for Visaka.
Masaka?
I probably didn't say your name right. I'm sorry. Visaka. I don't know. Visaka. Tripathi. The last name is Tripathi. I don't know. It's not my language, I guess.
The one thing that came to me is, why in the hell do you feel compelled to feel the spirit was like, spirit's been really blunt today. I don't know why. They've not been quoting anything for me. They're like really smack.
You're just relaying messages, right?
I know, but they've been kind of blunt to me, to be blunt to you, everybody. But Bisanka, why is it that you do not feel complete if you're not with somebody? You need to get out of this cultural conditioning. You need to stop understanding or thinking that somehow you are defined by your relationship. And that's what I'm getting told by spirit. It's like, wake up. You are not defined by your relationship. Your spouse, your female, your male, whatever it is, does not define you. You have the power to define yourself. You are your own person. So it's interesting because it's like, wake up. Don't fall for the crap that you are defined by the relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship to be a valued person. You don't have to be in a relationship to be to bring value to your workplace. You don't need a relationship to define you, and yet you feel like you are compelled to be in a relationship because everybody talks about, you have to get married, you have to have a boyfriend, you have to. BS. They don't. So again, stop trying to hold on to those social norms that everybody else wants you to feel, because you don't need that. The most important relationship you have is with yourself. And I'm not talking in a dirty way either, so get your minds out the gutter. What I'm saying is you gotta love yourself. And so if you walk into a relationship and saying it's nice to be in a relationship and this is a wonderful thing, that's nice. But if you go into a relationship thinking, I've got to have a relationship because I don't know who I am when I'm not, that's not what you're doing. And that's a problem. That's a recipe for disaster. So Bisanka, stop chasing a relationship. Let a relationship find you. Okay?
Okay. And speaking of relationships, we have Pallavi that wants to know about her current, what is the current feelings of Rakesh? He's a Virgo. And Pallavi is Sagittarius. Okay, well, let's see if that is a combination that's going to work out.
Pallavi, my dear, move on.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything here about that person. I see just a lot of conflict, confrontations, and everything. It's like this is not where your head should be. Not on that person. Maybe this person's come into your life to help you kind of open your mind to other prospects. So I wouldn't focus on that person. There's nothing there.
Exactly.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Nope, just exactly. I'm like you. It's go back. The edge is near. Go back.
Okay. Blast ask, will there be a wish fulfillment? Okay, this is for Blast. What a name. Wow, Blast. A wish fulfillment. Okay. If you're looking for a home or money or stability, yes. That's where it's at. That's where your wish fulfillment. Having the financial stability, the environment in which you want to live, it all looks good. But that's what your wish fulfillment is all about. Do you have anything to add to that?
Is this the same person?
That was Blast.
This is a different person?
Blast.
Okay.
Blast. Oh boy, this is a good one.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Blast. All I heard was be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes what we wish for, when it comes to reality, it's like, damn, no, I didn't want that. So wish fulfillment. The basic part of me, not psychic, the basic part of me is you can have your wishes work through. You can get them to come true. If you're sending out that first of all, back to the affirmation. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. If you're sending that positive energy out, like I said, with that affirmation or any affirmation, you can make things happen. However, the one thing that I do stress that came to me as soon as I felt that is like, be careful what you wish for and make sure that you clearly are asking for what you're wishing for, because you may get it. You may like, damn, I didn't want that. Lord have mercy. So be careful. Be careful with what you wish for.
Okay, Manbur wants to know, this is very interesting. Hi to both. My question is, am I going through some spiritual journey? We're all going through a spiritual journey this year. It's all about us. It's all about us growing and becoming more spiritual and more trusting and more loving and sending out blessings to everyone in the world and everything. This is all the spiritual journey this year. This is so important. It's not about what this one's doing or that one's doing. It's like, what are you feeling? What are you doing? You want to add to that?
No, I think that you should always be, I'm like you should always be on a spiritual journey. You should always be looking to find that higher, truer, more real self that you are. And that is the spiritual journey. If you stop trying to, again, find that more perfect being, that better energy, then you stop living, because that's what life is about, is that journey, that reflection, that ability to understand, acknowledge, and all those things. So yeah, I get that. And Pallavi asking one more question. No, we give one question, my dear. If we've already answered your
question, you can have a private reading with us. You can contact us for the private reading. Exactly. Okay, so I have to add one more thing to Mom Manbur. First of all, their lives up till now has been all about work, making money, doing this, doing that. And that's coming to an end because now this year you asked about your spiritual journey. It's all about love. It's finding that love within yourself, finding love in the world around you, whether it's in the little creatures or the nature, in people. It's all about love, seeing love in everything. That's what your spiritual journey is about this year, not about work, work, work,
Yes.
busting your tail.
Exactly. Hey, one more thing that came through to me while I was admonishing Palif and responding to Manbur and watching Susan radiate the screen. Susan, you're looking great, by the way, today. You have such energy and glow. It's like, it's wonderful to see it. It's like, really, you feel, I can see the energy. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
Well, you look great too, Dawn. I love that. And I like that orange and that yellow shirt you wear too.
Exactly. Thank you. No, what I was going to say is there is a shorter woman. She's about, I would say she's maybe not quite 5 feet. She's about not about quite 5 feet. She's right here. She is from Southeast Asia, so I'm not sure it's India or Pakistan. She's from one of those.
I feel like she's from India. That kind of, she has a
very thin build. I see her in this, again, I don't know if it's a sari or a wrap. I don't know what you call it anyway, but I see it and she's a grandmother. She is, I see her with, it's interesting, I see her with bangles. So she had a few bangles, but she didn't wear a lot of that stuff, but she had the bangles on her wrists. And I see the hands show me that she washed clothes by hand. Whoever can own this, let me know. But this is a grandmother who washed clothes by hand, because I see her washing clothes by hand. And I'm not sure. It's like I see, and I'm not even sure it was in a wash basin or whether it was in the river, because I'm getting like a big body of water. Mm-hmm. So I also see her. Again, she baked, and I'm seeing her pat. She's patting something. So there's something that she made that she patted. For us, it's interesting because I would think of I wouldn't think, because I don't know of anything I baked that pats like this. But I see her patting something, like patting.
It's like the bread they make, the flat bread, because I see it with a red dot on her forehead too, and the long clothing.
Yes. But her hair is up. She always wore the hair up, and it's like this. Does that resonate with a grandmother who passed over? Who this resonates with? Again, she was a small, demure woman. She was.
It reminds me like India or Pakistan or something.
That's where I was getting. Yeah, that's
like
definitely
that.
Yeah. So if anybody has had a grandmother who crossed over that fits, let me know, because this is that energy. I'm thinking this is a mother's mother. So again, this is a grandmother on your mother's side. But I see her doing like this, patting something to make. She liked to bake. She cleaned. She was committed to the family in that sense. She was very old, traditional, very traditional. She didn't speak a lot, but when she spoke, people listened. But she found herself in a very subservient role, and she was okay with that. She didn't have a problem with that. That was expected.
Ravi said it was his grandmother, their grandmother.
Yeah, and when she passed. This woman, I don't think she lingered. I don't think she lingered as a long illness. I think that she just kind of, when she passed, she passed. And so I don't get like a trauma over it. I don't get like a extended kind of goodbye. It's just like, okay, my time is done. I'm cashing out. Know that she is still here. Know that she is still around you, that she is there always. When you need her, reach out to her. Are you looking, Pallavi, are you looking at something about school? Because she's telling me something about school, or is she telling me to get back to school, get your education? Because she's pointing out education. Are you educated to a degree, or a stroke? Okay, heart stroke. Okay, a heart attack. Yeah, that's right, exactly. Because it wasn't a long, it was just like boom, gone. Okay, that makes sense. That makes very good sense. But also, what is she talking about education? Because are you educated and she's telling you good for that, or I'm getting this feeling of pushing education. So it's like to get educated and to stay educated. She was a teacher. Oh, there you go. That's the education component. Okay, because I was getting the education. Thank you so much for confirming that. I appreciate that. But again, she's here, and know that she's here, and never question the fact that she's not there when you need her. If you need her, she's highly educated. I'm not surprised, absolutely. But she did cook. She did, because I can see her doing that.
They're highly educated also.
Yeah. So
I feel
wonderful.
like she was very productive. She didn't waste time. She was always busy doing things.
She piddled is what I call it, because she was always doing something. She wanted to stay busy. Yeah.
So I feel like she's very proud of their education.
Yeah.
That was important to her too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have two people.
Ask Angie and Natalia if they're still here.
Is Angie and Natalia still here?
And Julie Karen wants a reading.
Okay, we're going to do a quick reading.
She said this week's Grace Good.
Okay, Julie Karen wants to know about this week's good. Greatest good. Okay, so where do you need to focus, Julie, on this week? Let's see here. Julie. She's a sweet person. I like Julie. Okay, it's Julie. Okay, Julie. Okay, I have a few things that you need to focus on. First of all, focus on work, because you have to focus on work, but it's also weighing things very carefully and getting enough rest. Looks like you're not getting enough rest, Julie. You need to rest a little more. But focus on work, and you just focused on a lot of things. It's just not one thing, but focus on work, but also focus on yourself. Try to get that balance in there. This is all about balance this week. Play, work, keep things in balance. And whatever you really want, that's what you should focus on. You deserve it. You deserve a good life. We love you. There. That was Julie.
Julie, okay. Julie Kennan, our Julie?
Yeah, our Julie.
So our Julie, like we own her. I was like, sorry, Julie. That's not what I mean. No.
Part of our family.
Exactly. We adore Julie. She's great. Saw her last night. She was at Tina's class last night. So,
oh, neat.
Again, folks, if you are, this is another drop for everybody, anybody out there. If you are in the Phoenix area on Monday nights, there's a live class in Tempe at Everything Just Rocks, where Tina, a friend of ours who is also a moderator and class teacher and whatever, she helps people to learn their skill set, and we learn and practice our skill set. If you are interested, you can. If you're in the area, then you should come. If you're not in the area and you still want to learn and grow, or if you are in the area, you also are welcome to come to Tuesday night live class on Zoom here, and I moderate that class with Angie, and folks come in and we practice our skill set, plus we answer questions with each other, and we help each other grow, learn, and develop our skill set. So that's Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, starts 6 p.m. Mountain Time. You can figure out the other ones from there. You send us an email the first time and say, hey, I'd like to be considered on the list, so I get the link. And then we send you every week the link. If you can't attend that week, that's fine, but you'll get it the next week and you may attend that week. But the point is you're coming into into a group where we have created a family pretty much, and we all help each other grow, share, develop. We share information, we answer each other's questions, and then we practice on Tuesday nights to help us raise our abilities and to hone in to understand our vocabulary, understand our vibrations, and understand all the energy that makes us the good readers that we are when it comes to tarot, as well as psychic and mediumship and everything in between. So if you're interested and you want to join in, all you have to do is send me an email at advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. That's ADVICE, advice, not advise, advice at Sonoran, which is the desert I live in, Mystic, that's me, and Tarot, that's the cards. So again, advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, and I will add you to our list. I've just sent the link out for tonight's class. So if you want to join in, let me know, send me the email, and I will forward you that link for tonight's class. Also, if you ever wanted to meet your spirit guides, this is separate from the class. At 5:30 tonight, I'm having a meditation on Zoom where I will take you back to meet your spirit guides. You don't have to attend the class for that. It's a separate thing, totally separate. One does not attach to the other, but I've had a number of people ask me to do that again because I've done that before. So we're going to do a meditation where we go back and we meet our spirit guides. So if you'd like to join the meditation, it's a half hour starting at 5:30. Again, no charge. This is not about money, not about money, nada. Send me an email and say, can I come to the meditation? I'll send you that link, which is separate. and then we'll go through, and it's going to take about 20 to 25 minutes to do the meditation. If you are not in the room by 5:30, you will not, and at Mountain Time, you will not be allowed in, because I will not have people coming in and disturbing during the meditation. It is a quiet time. But again, come in and be prepared when you come in, that you're in a quiet space, that you are prepared to spend a half hour, and that you are listening, you're ready to listen and come in. So again, make sure you are physically and psychologically prepared for it as well. But don't be surprised, because we've had some great experiences where people have met their guides and they got blown away. They're like, holy crap. So again, this is to meet your spirit guides, again, separate from the other. The meditation 5:30, class at 6. You can go one, both, it doesn't matter. Or neither one, it doesn't matter either. But again, email is at sonoranmystictarot.com. Again, if you want to join in, send a thing saying, can you add me to the meditation list? You'll get the list. 6 o'clock for class. Sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to add to that. First of all, Monday night is with Tina's group. You know, she has like a classroom, and it's at Everything Just Rocks, which is located in Tempe, which is not too far from Phoenix. And, you know, both Dawn and I have taken classes with Tina. She's wonderful. She's great. We love her. And then that's Monday night, and that starts like at 7. And then Tuesday night is our group, and we get together and we do readings for each other. It's great practice. It's, you know, this is a loving group, and everybody is so supportive of each other. There's no conflict. There's no trying to compete or anything. We all care about each other, and we're all doing our best to help each other. So it's really awesome. So Monday and Tuesday night. And like Dawn says, if you want to go with that meditation, it's a half hour earlier, and he's great.
I'll be right back.
I have to try to stay awake. Okay, so we have Angie Macedo.
She wanted to know if she can reconcile with an old Virgo.
Okay, will you reconcile with an old Virgo? Okay. That's kind of going backwards a little bit, but let me see. Virgos don't change too much. Okay, reconcile. Oh, yeah, this is somebody from the past. This is your Virgo from the past. I don't think so. You know, you may connect and have some good times, but I feel like you're both going in different directions. And right now you're kind of, you're very busy. You're very busy spiritually growing, but you're also very busy at work. You know, I think this is somebody, they'll never be completely out of your life, but it may be good to stay close friends. But I don't see that building a life together. I feel like you both have separate lives, but it's good to remain friends. I don't know, Dawn, what do you get from that? That's Angie Macedo, and her Virgo old boyfriend.
I don't know whether it's an old boyfriend or just a friend.
Or just a friend, or a Virgo.
Well, again, your alignment on, you're not destined on the same path. Okay, you went your own way, they went their own way. Again, this is yeah. You both have changed too much. This is a change card. You both have changed too much. Again, that pathway will not lead you to where you both are headed in the same direction. That's not going to happen. So keep moving forward. Do not go backwards. Keep moving forward. Happiness lies ahead. Happiness lies in your windshield, not your rearview mirror. Stop looking in the rearview mirror. You can't change the past. You can't relive it. You can just enjoy it. So again, focus on the future. Move forward. Move on.
And I think that's important, Dawn. Don't you think? I mean, people come in and out of our lives, and they're all here to teach us something, but it's usually about ourselves. And, you know, some people you remain friends with and you'll keep in contact, but others you won't. But, you know, we all try to cherish these good memories of our friendships and, you know, the good things.
Some people, when you're not ready for them or not ready for you when they came in initially. And
right.
So sometimes it does work where you go back and now you're more prepared. But I will promise you that is more seldom than the other, which is we're back in and we realize there's a Garth Brooks song. It is one of the most touching songs, and it's called "God's Greatest Gifts Are Unanswered Prayers." And it talks about, he says, you know, just the other night at a hometown football game, I ran into my old flame. And then he talks about how he saw them going to prom and then getting married and having all these kids and all this other stuff. And then he realizes that it came back to him that what he prayed to God, hey, this is mine, let's be the one. And then they didn't get married. And he then looks now at his present wife and his present family and his present environment. And he realizes, wow, it's a gift. It was a gift that I did not get that prayer answered, because the life I have is so wonderful that I wouldn't have wanted it any other. I didn't want it any other way now, where in the past I would have thought differently. So again, sometimes or often we are directed and redirected because we get off our path or we wind up with the wrong person. And it's like, this is not where you're meant to be. And it comes to an end. And you often knew it going in, but you were hoping that that voice inside you that told you go back and don't do this, you ignored it. And then it's like, damn, I should have listened. So again, does happen, but it's seldom. And you know clearly when it happens. And again, sometimes it's because we aren't prepared and we aren't in the right place. And then later on we are. But other times, again, it was never meant to be. It was just
some relationships can be great, but if you're not growing together, if you don't have the same kind of goals and the same kind of dreams, you're not going to stay together. You're not going to be happy together. You may go in different ways.
And sometimes the relationship morphs. Like I have a friend who we have been friends since we first saw each other at a disco, and I went up to them and they were doing the moves on me, that kind of stuff. And then before you know it, we met at the disco, we started chatting, and before you know, we dated for over a year, and then it ended, and it did not end well. It was not a pretty ending. And I was a real ass about it. I must admit, I was the guilty party because, I did not know how to end it well. So I kind of sabotaged. And we, to this day, are still friends. We came back as friends. We stayed, and we became friends, though we were not initially friends. Right. And we have been friends. And so he is married, and his husband is just as close to us as he is. And when I go to Germany, we go and stay with them. I mean, that is how things can work. Absolutely, because we were meant to be in each other's world, but not meant to be in each other's arms. That was just not our calling. It was not our thing,
And it's important to be thankful for the relationships you've had, what they brought into your life. Hopefully it's all good things and not all bad, But you move on. You can't stay stagnant. You can't stay stuck in a relationship if you're not happy.
Yep. And I could never visualize my life being anything different than it is, even though sometimes, sometimes you're like, wow, what if? Nah, my life is the way it was meant to be. And
well, you and I are lucky. We both have good partners.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't change mine for the world.
Absolutely.
So
is Bill blushing over there?
Huh?
Is Bill blushing over there?
Oh no, he's being very serious doing his work here.
We won't disturb.
I'm gonna pull a few cards for Shelly, only because Shelly is looking and been hanging in there. Let's see if there's anything I need to tell you, Shelly.
Shelly.
Miss
Shelly.
Set your boundaries, girl, and go on some trips. You've got some victory here, and it's time to do a little traveling, or it doesn't even have to be far away. Just get out there and look at the landscape. Look at the beautiful world that we live in. It'll do you wonders. Sometimes when you go away, you come back and you can really appreciate what you have, or see the changes you want to make.
Absolutely. Sometimes that's how we create our direction, by seeing, by experiencing something different and saying, wow, do I like this or do I want change?
It inspires you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Shelly, is there a significance with the three thumbs?
I got a couple of questions.
And it's not just the one thumb or two thumb. You did three thumbs twice. Do you have again, I'm seeing three.
Well, he needs to look at it.
Do you have three dogs? Because again, I'm seeing, when I saw the thumbs, I'm seeing dogs. But do you have three dogs, Shelly? Shelley, are you here? Did you leave us? Earth to Shelley, Earth to Shelley.
Maybe I just blew her over with that reading.
Yeah. She's like, whatever. Oh my God.
Angie, you are a sweetheart. She's telling us, remind everybody, like, share, comment, subscribe. We need you guys to help us on our journey here.
Exactly.
And
Shelley,
if you want a private reading, contact us. But we do charge for our private reading because, there's many years invested in all this. And
okay. Shelley does not have 3 dogs. So, because I was getting the dogs, 3 dog faces in the 3 things. And that was
maybe
weird.
she's had 3 dogs that are around her in spirit. Maybe she had 3 dogs in the past.
I don't know. These look like little Chihuahua types, little yappers, and they're like,
My daughter had to put her little Chihuahua down yesterday after 12 years. Broke
not
her
easy.
heart.
Not easy.
Yeah, not. They're family.
Yeah, fur babies. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that was all I was getting for Shelley. I was getting like those cheers about that.
So, Don, we're going to be on again next Tuesday, but probably a little later because I have to do some stuff with Bill that's important.
And don't forget, folks, one of our group members tends to be on between Sunday all the way through Thursday. So you can get readings. They're available to you by popping in. On Sunday, it's Angie. She said Chihuahua, yes. So it's only 1 Chihuahua, not 3. You didn't have 3? Okay, anyway, the point is
probably noisy enough to be 3.
Exactly. Angie, and often it's Alicia or Sherry Berry or a combination there of both, or Kim. They pop in with her. So Angie is on usually at 3 on Sundays, 3 Mountain Time, by the way. And then on Mondays, Shauna comes on at 10 a.m. East, and she's there for tea time. Tuesday, Susan and I go on live. Wednesday, Angie and I are on live, and our live starts at Susan and I is 8 a.m. Angie and I are 6 p.m. All these times are Mountain Time, by the way, except for Shauna, who is on the East Coast. And then Thursday, Shauna and I go on at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. As well. So if you're looking for free readings or any advice, you can pop in between Sunday and Thursday and get a nice reading from any of us. If you want a private reading, then you email me, or you email Susan, or you email Angie, and you get a private reading. Private readings are not free.
And just think, you can get a free reading almost every day with Dawn.
Yes. Yeah. So if you get a reading online, is free. But if you don't be surprised when you say, "Hey, I want a reading from you privately," when we say, "Okay, this is a link to pay us," before we do the reading. Don't be surprised by that. And secondly, and most important probably, is if we
bless you.
Lord have mercy. If you did not initiate a request for a reading from us, then if you receive something about a reading for you from us, it is not from us, because we do not solicit your readings. We do not email you. We do not do friend requests. That is not us. We are too damn busy with everything in our daily lives to be out there soliciting and doing that. So that's not us. That's somebody scamming you. The only time that you will hear from any of us about a private reading is when you reached out to us saying, "Can I have one?"
Right.
So again, if you see anything else other than not from us, even when it looks real, because folks will take, like, I'll give you my example. They will take my name, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and they'll add an A to something, or they'll change an I to an L. And it's very slight, and if you're not paying attention, you won't catch it. But when you look close, you realize it. And they use my same images, my same photos, all my same information.
It's amazing. It's terrible.
Exactly. So be careful with that. Be careful with that, because people are creative. I only give readings to people who ask for them. If you don't ask for it, you ain't getting it. But I don't ask you to come and please let me read for you, because guess what? I don't have time. I don't have time to make people to allow me to read for them.
And just remember, if we helped you in any way, if you enjoyed this, please get on Facebook and like and share and comment. Get on YouTube and subscribe. And we greatly appreciate this because this is our time that we dedicate to helping you guys. And Dawn and I will be together again next Tuesday, a little later in the morning or early afternoon. But thank you, Dawn. Thank you for being here and helping us.
Well, thanks
And
for.
Bill says hi too.
Hey, Bill.
Bill says hi and bye.
Everybody say hello to Bill. Bill is Susan's husband, and he's working in the background there, running this whole thing. So again,
Because I can't
say
do
hello
it.
to him.
It's beyond my head.
Exactly. So everybody say hello to Bill.
So thank you all for coming, and we hope you have a great week and enjoy your life.
Tell Shelley you don't know about her chihuahua.
Shelley, I don't have a message from your chihuahua that passed. Do you, Dawn?
No, it's interesting because again, the Chihuahua face came in those plus signs. So again, the Chihuahua definitely.
Maybe the Chihuahua came from a big family.
Yeah, well, and I think that maybe just the Chihuahua wanted to let you know that they were thinking of you or something, because again, that's why it came through. But they didn't have a specific message.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and
well, we love you guys, and thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Thank you, Dawn.
Adios, adios.
Bye.